Crappie fishing in the wintertime is one of my most favorite times of the year to catch them slabs. And one of the main reasons for this is because they're all huddled up together for the most part. You can find them in large congregations, if you will, or whatever you want to call it. But a lot of the times, the black crappie this time of year, they'll be schooled up. The white crappie will be all piled up on one of these pieces of cover, wood, any kind of brush pile, standing timber, lay downs, anything like that in deeper water. You'll find a lot of your white crappie right there. And they like to get in the mouths of the creek arms and the mouths of coves, right where it kind of meets the main lake or the main river. And if you can find a spot that's got deep water, you'll find them right there most of the time, but it needs to have shallow water right beside it, really close to it, like a ledge. It goes up to a shallow flat or something like that. And the reason being is, on bright sunshiny days, a lot of times them crappie will move up and they'll get on them shallow flats and they'll sun themselves. The water warms up a little bit faster up there on that shallow water, and they get up there and they'll find the bait up there, because that's where your bait's going to run to. And then as everything cools back down, they'll just fall back down into the deeper water. Crappie like it to where they don't have to run far to get to a different water depth change. They want to be able to move vertically. That's one reason they really like standing timber. They can move straight up and down, and they still got cover. That's the same way as when they're in the mouths of these creek channels, creek arms, or whatever, and these little coves. If you'll find a place that's right next to a ledge, it goes up onto a shallow flat, a lot of times you're going to find your crappie right there, especially if you can find some kind of piece of cover, anything, rock piles, even bluff walls. Bluff walls warm up with a bright sunshiny day. At rock starts absorbing the heat, if you will, and them fish can feel that. But crappie like to be able to move up and down vertically into the water column as the water warms up, and it just feels better to them. They're just like us. They like to feel good. They don't like to be all cold and chilled to the bone. I don't neither, and I know they don't. But it's just kind of more in depth. Look for your crappie in the mouths of the creek arms, and in your coves. Go out there to the mouth where it meets the main lake or the main river or whatever. And you're going to find them, especially if you can find you a spot that is close to a ledge or a drop-off, to where it's got really shallow on the flat side of it, to where they'll move up on top of that in the bright sunshiny daytime when that water warms up a little. I hope this helps a few more y'all out. It's a little more in depth, and hey, y'all keep snatching on them, baby.